Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here, and today Apple released their latest software update for their iPhones, iOS 18. It has a ton of welcome features, including some that I've been wanting for years now. I know you're gonna ask, here's a full list of all the devices that will be receiving iOS 18, and drop a comment, let me know which feature you're most excited about. I'll be down in the comments responding to some of you. Now this is just a beta, so it will have some bugs, but it will be able to show off some of the new features. I wanna point out Apple Intelligence. Apple's AI that they announced is not on this yet. That's coming later this year in a beta format, so it won't be able to try out the new Siri that they announced, their new generative images, and even text summarization. Also, starting with a big one, RCS support is finally here in iOS 18, which will replace SMS and MMS, which is great when you text your friends that are on Android. The pictures will look much better. You'll get read receipts, etc. A whole bunch of new features, but let's dive into it. iOS 18 beta. Here is our iPhone 15 Pro. Jumping into settings, general, software update, iOS 18. You also notice some reorganization of the settings app in general, especially when you go back and you scroll all the way down. All of your apps aren't listed, so your settings doesn't just go on and on. You have to actually go into that apps section now. I also noticed swiping down from the upper right, there is a power button, so you can now turn it on just with touching the screen. This is also the iOS 18 wallpaper. Going into settings, if we hit add new and go into iOS 18, there's a group of different styles with just some slight color variations where you can add widgets similar, but check this out in the bottom corner. Maybe you don't want the camera, maybe you don't want your flashlight turning on in your pocket anymore. You can now add different controls in those corner shortcuts. There's a lot of different ones that you can go through, but finally, you can actually customize your shortcuts. You can now customize and personalize your home screen a lot more if you press and hold and hit edit and hit customize. Here we go. Check this out. First of all, large. You can just have larger app icons, so it just gets rid of the text. I'll show you again. There is no text at all on widgets or applications, and you can change to light, dark mode. Check out those apps. Those are now system apps. You'll notice the third-party ones don't change. That is because obviously iOS 18 hasn't really even been released to developers yet. It just came out. And tinted. So your home screen can look completely different. You can really change the colors. It gives you a full spectrum here, lighter or darker. You can even use a little dropper here if you want to match something within your wallpaper. You'll notice the tinting does work on all of these applications. It sort of overlays on top of the developer's coloring. On top of that, you can actually put applications anywhere you want on the home screen now. Look at that. I don't have to just have it all cascade back towards the top. Much needed. Was asking for this for years. You can resize them as you're editing, which is always great to have. You'll notice here if I want to resize that, I can. So it's truly customizable. Again, something we've been asking for forever, but nice to have. You might have noticed it earlier, but the Control Center got a lot of updates here. You can also customize the shortcuts that you have. You can press and hold or hit the edit button, and you can even resize some of these. So I have this quick shortcut. You can expand it so that it shows more. Even the battery one you can expand to turn low power mode on and off. You can add a control. Again, going through all those shortcuts that we saw earlier, there's a lot of different ones, even quickly resizing text on the fly. Moving through, scrolling down, this is where your music section is going to be to control all your media. You can control other speakers and TVs. This is where your home would be. I don't have it set up on this phone. And then all of our shortcuts to our connections. Now, if I go all the way up to the top, you'll notice this connections right here. To get to that bottom page quickly, you can just tap that and it will bring them all up. And satellite connectivity, that is a new one. So let's tap on it, try a demo. I haven't done this yet. All right, I guess I should have tried it before because I don't think the demo actually does anything yet. Oh, there it goes. So now here's a satellite connection demo. Try it. Lets you know information, answering emergency questions, using a satellite to send and receive. So test satellite signal, temporary, turn off cellular. Sure. Try to get a clear view of the sky. You know what? Let's go outside real quick. So now that we're outside, we're trying to get a clear view. It says looking for signal, satellite available soon, and it will tell me where the satellite actually is You just have to turn and point your phone and then hold it there at that angle in connection to the satellite. It'll let you know it's connected, and preparing a demo of emergency messages so you can kind of get an idea. It will take a little bit. You're gonna have to hold it there to actually send a message. So you'll see it says sending, and then just a quick look at what the response is going to be. By the way, you can now hide apps behind Face ID and even Touch ID. So if you press and hold on one, require Face ID. You can even hide the app. We're just gonna require Face ID for now. There we go. I needed to look at the phone, but if I wanted to go back into this app, require Face ID for Forward Pass. There it is. So now I'm in the application. It would not work if I'm not looking at the screen. There you go, face not recognized. It's not going to open up the application, just another layer of security. And what about if I wanted to hide the specific app? So I can hit require Face ID, hide. And wait, let me try that again. I'm behind the camera here. So hide the specific app, and there it goes. But where is it actually going to be to find it? Now you keep going over to your app library, and hidden is right there. So you tap on it, you got to show your face to the phone, and that folder is going to pop up. So you can have multiple apps in that hidden folder. We already talked about RCS coming to messages, but there's other features. Watch the animations on these messages. You can format text now. So if I go to send an iMessage and I wanted to say, hi there, how are you? You'll notice this little A right here. That's the format button. Tapping on that you can highlight things and bold, underline, strike through, italicize, and even have specific animations to your text. Great way to personalize specific messages. So if I wanted to hit explode, I'll send that. They probably won't see that yet because they're not on iOS 18, but you'll also notice when you're asking questions, you can respond, and actually they're calling them tapbacks. The tapbacks got updates here. You'll even just a visual update, plus you can now respond with any specific emoji that you would like to. Another feature that I have been wanting for a long time is send later. So we're gonna test this out. We're gonna do today at, what is it, 4:50, let's do 4:54 p.m. And I will say, okay, see you, hit send. There we go, send later. So we're gonna check back later on in this video in a few minutes. The Photos app got an update as well. You'll notice a lot of content up towards the top. Recent days, people and pets. It will categorize them by memories, trips, albums. There's also a new passwords app, and you'll see passwords locked. Let me show my face. There we go. To give you information about it, first of all, check this out. Seamless syncing on Mac, iPhone, iPad, Vision Pro, and Windows PC. Yes, you read that right. This passwords app will sync with Windows to autofill and fill passwords with secure encryption. Something else I randomly noticed is a subtle animation as if I'm indenting into the wallpaper on the screen. Just notice up, down, even when I press the shortcut button here, and even the power button as well, pressing and holding it, you'll notice Siri's activated, but you notice that little bit of an animation there, and when I release, it goes away. Again, unfortunately, can't try the new Siri just yet, even like Genmoji, all of those AI features. That will be coming soon though, so be sure to subscribe so you're notified when that goes live. And we're back to our messages, and you'll see it was sent and it was read as well on time. So that's great to see that that actually will work. Just a super nice feature in iMessage. I'd also like to point out in iOS 18, you can record phone calls. So that's a nice little feature coming soon. And overall, there are more, but those are the major ones I wanted to talk about with iOS 18 on the beta. A lot more to come. Again, this is just a beta, so stay tuned for potentially more features to pop up as it gets closer to actual release date. Drop a comment, let me know what your favorite feature is. Be sure to subscribe as well, a lot more content coming soon, and even on the new iPhones coming out later this year. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and as always, thanks for watching.